Monday, April the 21st, from Gatlin's, Tennessee. Today, I have to warn the law firm of Lkoyd Kelly for the following reasons. First of all, you have released my personal data on the internet, which is a violation of the U.S. law and a violation of Texas Ethics Professional Code. You know, you wrote a letter to me, and I haven't received your letter, either regular mail or by certified mail. Yet that letter is already disseminated on the internet with my personal data on it. That is a violation of ethics code professionally. Luckily, those addresses that you addressed to me are bogus. If they are true, you might be liable for negligence because your client already told numerous times that if she cannot win the lawsuit legally, she will use all the revenue, even the jungle law. That means mafia. Threaten the life of many people, including me. So whatsoever the reason, the letter that you wrote to me, it is between your law firm and me, but now it is proliferating on the internet. The case has not been filed with the court. It is not public record. So I warn you, you have to pre-do your client because that is unlawful in Texas. She can, through your law firm, file lawsuits against me, and I am waiting for that. And I will answer professionally. She cannot disseminating the communication between your law firm to me and to her on the internet. That is a violation of Texas Professional Ethics Code. I can file a complaint against you with Texas Bar because of such unethical practice. I tell you that. I warn you that, Lkoyd. You have to pre-do your client. Second, your client stated on the media that through her attorney, I wonder if she has more than one attorney, but if she doesn't, it means you. Through you, a complaint will be filed with the immigration, ICE, against my wife. So the INS will not grant my wife that I have sponsored from Vietnam the green card. I ask you, what is the basis? Pseudo marriage? Do you have any ground? If you do not pre-do your client and allow your client to disseminate false facts, stirring up the media, that is a misrepresentation, and it is either a conspiracy between you and her or a negligence from your office. So I warn you, you have to pre-do your client, else you will be in trouble with the law. Yes, she's in trouble with the law. That's the reason why she was convicted and jailed in Vietnam for 2.5 years, something like that. Vietnam criminalized such defamation. But you can be negligent. Malpractice, negligence. So I warn you, if you don't pre-do your client, I will file a complaint with Texas State Bar for you do not pre-do your client, allowing your client freely disseminating false facts while the case has not been filed with the court. And even it has been filed with the court, she cannot be allowed to do such thing because usually attorney advise their client that they should be silent until the outcome of the case. Here, the outcome of the case hasn't been declared by the court. Yet, she just said that through you, an implication that you have that kind of power. Do you? Have you been hired by that? Did you do that? No, I don't believe that you file complaint with INS. For what ground? What is the reason why my wife, who has never said a word about her, why? Is it a revenge on me? If she wants to file anything against me, fine, I will answer and file a counterclaim. Third, if you represent her and file a lawsuit against me, that's fine. But I will ask the court to strip off the attorney-client privilege so I can discover many things that she has informed on the internet. On the internet, she said that she has an attorney, and the attorney advised her that she will win the case. You know, in Texas, you cannot guarantee the outcome of the case because you only can advise the strong and the weakness, the positive and the negative of the case. But you cannot guarantee anything, especially in the civil lawsuit. Her claim, I ask you, is that right? If it is not right, she is abusing you, the title of your law firm, to disseminate and to fabricate facts about me. Such as because she has an attorney, so she knows exactly that I stole $500,000 from the Vietnamese community and vicinities. And for that reason, I was impeached. Did you tell her that? You know that is a fabrication. That is a defamation. And you are silent in this matter. It means that you already agreed and you already blessed her to do such thing. I can file a complaint with Texas Bar, and I am thinking of filing a lawsuit against you for negligence, malpractice negligence. You have to plead with your client. Fourth, your client and her fans stating that I will be bankrupted and I will be in jail because she already hired you. Whoa. You have to advise your client clearly that in Texas and in the USA, defamation is only a matter of civil lawsuit. There is no jail time. It is not criminalized, not like in Vietnam. So do not allow such thing to personally attack me for the last week. The proof, they already provided your letter on the internet. It means that whatsoever they say is true because they say you said that. You already advised and informed your client and guarantee the outcome. I know as an attorney in Texas, and you are a professional attorney, also a counselor at law. I don't believe you did that, but they said that. Your client said that. You have to pre-do your client. And if this continues, it means that you agreed, you conspired with them against me. Then I have no choice to file a lawsuit against you for malpractice, for legal malpractice. Fourth, your client said on the social media that she has hired an attorney who is a politician in Texas, a lawyer, and also an opponent of mine in politics. I wonder, are you a politician? Have you run any office in Texas? Have you run anything against me? I know the former Judge Jack Cagle, a Republican, who presided in the court at law number 2 in Harris County, Texas. He resigned that post and became a commissioner in Harris County. Yes, he later on also a practicing attorney and a politician. I know that. But he has never run against me in anything. I really do respect him. I had cases in front of his bench when he was a judge. But I had never had anything with you in front of a judge. So, whatsoever she says, it tells me a lot of things. You know, Judge Jack Cagle now is a colleague, also a practicing attorney, working with a female attorney here in Harris County, who also a colleague of yours in the past. I know her name, I know the case, and it tells me a lot of things. It implies a lot of things. But I don't want to say it. But now, with the claim of your client that she hired an attorney who is a politician and my opponent, are you a politician? Have you run anything against me? That's the question. And if you don't, and you still do not pre-do your client, allowing your client ramping on the internet for many fabrications, for many things, it will hurt your case. It will damage your reputation. So I just want to inform you, such things are happening, and you better instruct your client properly. Especially, you let your letter read by a YouTuber and comment by that YouTuber who has already convicted in Vietnam for taking others' property. Well, did you allow that person to be your mouthpiece? Did you allow that? If you didn't, you better say it. If not, I will file a complaint with Texas State Bar. Such practice, and allow that person and numerous persons in Vietnam and her fan to attack me day in and day out, threatening my life, insulting me. Did you allow that? Yes, you have the right to represent her, but represent her and tell her to do professionally, to do things lawfully in Texas, not unbridled, not jungle law. Here, this is Texas. This is not jungle law. You will be in the trap of legal malpractice, and because of unethical practice, I can file a complaint with Texas Bar asking them to deprive you of your practice, because that is not right for a lawyer to allow such thing happen before filing a lawsuit in the court at law. And even you have filed a lawsuit in the court at law, you still have to do things procedurally and abide by those terms of the law. So, Lkoyd Kelly, take care of yourself. Govern your client properly. And again, I haven't received any letter from you, regular mail or by certified mail, or even by email, because the email that those people are disseminating on the internet, that you said you sent it to me, that email I abandoned already 15 years ago. 15 years ago. It's full, it's packed, and I believe that it returned back to you. If you do not know exactly my address, hire an investigator and judge your client on that. I'm not going to run away. I'm going to face her directly and face you directly. But do it properly. It is not my responsibility to provide you my information. As an attorney in Texas, it is your responsibility to do due diligence such, not me. So long. And within the next few days, if I see things continue like this, definitely I will file a claim with Texas Bar against you. And fifth, for your information, when your client was arrested by the Vietnamese government, the police asked her, give me the information about this fact. How did you have this fact? She said, oh, I dreamt about that. That was in my dream only. Yeah, that's her. And many other fabricating facts. She said, oh, I just overheard that. Oh, it was a rumor, without any evidence. And that's what she's doing with me now. I dare you. Ask her. Any clip, anything that I say about her, that is false. Or it is an opinion. But you have to have a certified translator and charge her for that too. Because in the past, she had a translator who translates deforming the content. People say one thing, the translator translates another thing. And especially it comes through her mouth, it is entirely different. Especially colloquial, Vietnamese colloquial. So I have to warn you ahead of time. Hire a certified translator to make sure. For example, when she was in Cyprus, she hired a law firm and she went on live stream with that attorney. That attorney said one thing, the translator translates into another thing. That attorney didn't dare to say anything about me. Your client said, that attorney said things like that about me. That's your client. That's her nature. Lying, decepting, making facts, fabricating, all those kind of things to defame all the people. I tell you that. And that was the reason why, when I was in Vietnam, she said she had 30 lawyers to file a lawsuit against me. And in Vietnam, they criminalized defamation. She didn't even touch a hair of my leg. If I said anything wrong, fabricating any fact about her, I was in jail already in Vietnam. And I cannot leave Vietnam. Just ask your client and dare your client to come back to Vietnam with me. I challenge her in Vietnam because Vietnam has jurisdiction. I and my wife will come back to Vietnam in a near future when the documents are completed. If I defame her or anyone, the Vietnamese government will arrest me and will charge me criminally. I already designate an address in Vietnam to receive all subpoenas and all citations in Cần Thơ. But your client, she's a Vietnamese citizen, rich and powerful. After she was released from jail, and after that live stream attacking me and all the people, she has to leave Vietnam and dare her not to come back to Vietnam. Stating very clearly, she is not going to jail again. She is not going to be stupid to be in jail in Vietnam again. And she even said very clearly, the majority of Vietnamese people do not like her. Why? Think about that. Think about your client trying to file a class action lawsuit against people. Think about that. Class action lawsuit is many people file it against one person, not one person against a whole group. It means there is something wrong with your client. You better bridle her, or else she is going to pull you down. She is a drowning person. She will pull you down and you will drown with her. She always plays the game of a victim, but in reality, people are her victim. The game of victimizing herself does not work anymore. I challenge her to come back to Vietnam with me. We face one another in court. Come on. Vietnam has jurisdiction. The laws of Vietnam governs, not USA, not Texas. Why? Your client has to run away from Vietnam. That's the question. That's for your information. Thank you. And I wish the best of luck for you.